I started being involved in HIV advocacy in the mid-early 80s. In 91, I actually acquired HIV. And it took me a while, and I really struggled about how I was going to live with the diagnosis, and I was secretive about it. And I realized that I was slowly dying inside by being so ashamed of living with HIV. And so I had this monumental dream, which at the time made perfect sense, but now is very bizarre. And that very day, I went out and started talking openly as a person living with HIV.
When it comes to doing what's right, when it comes to advocating for what people need, Barb just has relentlessly and unapologetically been in those conversations. I just can think of very, very few people in this nation who have risen to the challenge of political advocacy, and specifically for people living with HIV.
You know, in the HIV movement, we say nobody is coming to save us. We better damn well save ourselves. And that is really true. Because if we were waiting for legislators to come and draft laws that were going to help us, we would still be waiting. We wouldn't have anything. Changing the HIV criminalization laws in Colorado is one of my proudest moments. We had 3 laws on the books that criminally charged people living with HIV who knew they were living with HIV for non-disclosure. And we were able to get 2 of them removed.
Taking the time and the dedication that they have taken to really understand the intricacies of Colorado's law and really, honestly, drafting a new law for us to pass. Not many people do that. A lot of folks will just rely on the attorneys to make sure they're getting it right. But Barb really took the time to go piece by piece through our Colorado statutes to put together the amazing law that we were able to pass. There's no way this bill would have ever happened and became a law if it wasn't for the amazing dedication and work that Barb has done.
For many people living with HIV, they feel like being able to be a part of the legislative process is out of their hands. And that's kind of my superpower, is that I will take anyone who's interested in learning the process. I will help them figure out what that looks like and how they can do that.
You know, I think that's the mark of a really powerful leader, is somebody who builds other people up. I'm amazed by how they're able to hold so many different people at the same time and see them all individually and know where they are, what they need, how they are. Barb is somebody who brings community together. Barb is home for a lot of people, political home and also actual home.
When I talk about HIV, I always feel like we need to talk about racial justice as well. We know that the majority of white folks who are living with HIV are doing pretty okay. We need to make sure that especially our communities of color are doing okay with HIV as well. And they're not. And that is unacceptable. If everybody living with HIV had access to good quality health care, access to the medication, but also access to housing and all of the other things that need to go into somebody being able to stay on their medications, we would be able to stop people acquiring HIV.
I'm just so grateful to One Colorado for recognizing this amazing human being and the work that they have done for years now. And I just can't wait to see what they do next. And I hope I get to be a part of that work with them.
It is so important to know that you don't have to be brave to do advocacy. You don't have to be without fear to do advocacy. You just have to know that it's important and be willing to take a chance, because our voices are important. And many times we're told they're not.